Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We have the best One Piece Luffy cards, 32 cards that we are going to go through today. And I need your help to determine the winner because I will make a case for these cards and put the two finalists together. You let me know in the comments what the best Luffy card is when we get to the end. But let's start off with some strong hits right here. I think I've made some pretty great brackets right here. If you don't know what these Luffy cards are, I don't care which one's the most expensive. I want the best artwork. That's what I'm looking for when it comes to these cards. The best artwork ever created, the best Luffy card. And if we can get through all the characters, we'll do head-to-head combat against all of them. So starting at the top left right there, if you don't know these cards, don't worry. I will remind you of them. We have the secret rare from A Fist of Divine Speed. Then we have the Luffy, the KFC Luffy promo, Dodgers promo, which is a great one. They just released another one. Then we have the secret rare 25th anniversary. And then at the top right, we have the serialized Luffy, a very expensive card. We have a promo Luffy right there, and then a secret rare from Awakening of a New Era. And then the new watermelon promo made the list today. We had to add it on here. One of my favorite cards, and surprisingly, I think it's gonna make a run here. Now let's see who made it to this final four for this bracket. Oh, obviously the Fist of Divine Speed, the Dodgers promo, and then we have the championship promo, the watermelon promo. That was, and these are easy picks right here. The watermelon promo is actually the cheapest card on here right now. These other cards are thousands and thousands of dollars worth of value right there. But it doesn't matter because we have the Fist of Divine Speed secret rare going against the watermelon promo. And if anything about me that I love watermelon, I'm actually growing some in my garden right now as we speak. This was one of the most difficult brackets on here today because the watermelon promo is not going through. The winner is the Fist of the Divine Speed secret rare. This was difficult because you gotta love the artwork on that card. Watermelon promo is just so unique. There's not another card like that. I don't know if there ever will be another one. I know they made hundreds of thousands of these, but pick that up while you can, while it's cheap. Then we have the next bracket. We have 4 brackets all together. But the next bracket we have the Wanted Dead or Alive. You guys know it's one of my favorite cards ever. I don't know if it can be taken down. Then we have the secret rare from Fist of Divine Speed, the new OP17 specialty rare card, or special rare card. That's brand spanking new. Had to add it on here. Then we have secret rare from the 25th collection. Then we also have the secret rare carrying on his will, that beautiful red outline color. Then we have the burger promo. Then we have the leader carrying on his will, and then the championship card at the bottom right there. So some great cards in here. I think I did a good job dividing these cards up, honestly. So the first 4 from the second bracket, the wanted card made it, OP7 card made it, and then obviously we had to have the secret rare from carrying on his will, and then the leader card from carrying on his will. 4 amazing cards, 4 beautiful cards, and you guessed it, the OP17 and then the secret rare from carrying on his will. As much as I wanted to put the wanted card in there, the OP17 card right now is insane. I asked my wife her opinion on some of these cards and stuff, and she's like, that card just takes the cake right there, especially in this bracket. And so the winner is OP17 super rare. This should have been the secret rare of the lot, but if besides the Zoro card in OP17, this is one I would love to pull, and one that I think is going to be worth a lot of money someday. Next bracket, we have up some fantastic cards up here, and we're just going off of design. You guys are going to pick the winner of all of these brackets. The final 4 will go against head-to-head against each other. But we have starting at the top left, the secret rare from Awakening of a New Era, the 2026 promo right there that is brand spanking new. It hasn't even been released yet, where Luffy's coming across with his arm. And then we have the regional promo, the super rare from the starter deck. This is just a common card. And then we have, anybody can pick that up. It's super easy. And then the top right, the magazine promo, the super rare from the two legends, the secret rare carrying on his wheel, and then the pre-release winner championship card, which is a very expensive card, but we didn't care how much these cards cost. We care what the best design is. And so if we're going off of best design, we gotta go with the secret rare of Awakening of a New Era, and then obviously the regional promo, the magazine promo, and then the leader from carrying on his will. That's the final four for this third bracket. And we have the magazine promo and the secret rare from Awakening of a New Era. Now we get to this point, and these are two cards that could have been in the official final four that's coming up here in a minute. But I can only pick one. And the one that's moving on is the magazine promo. Let me know of a better Luffy card in this bracket. I don't remember there ever being another magazine promo card out there. Maybe I'm mistaken. Hit me up in that chat. But that's the winner for this round. And next we have our final four bracket. And if there's a Luffy card that I missed that you're like, this should have been in here, I had to eliminate a bunch of cards for my favorite cards. These are my favorite Luffy cards and ones that I absolutely love. Obviously, OP17 edged out a bunch of Luffy cards because they just released some bangers in OP17 for Luffy. Here's our final bracket, and then we'll get to the final four Luffys. If you guys don't remember, I'll show you here in a minute. Then we have the alternate art Awakening of a New Era at the top left. The gold leader card from OP17. They have a gold leader card, which is insane. The Japanese promo. Then we have the Japanese first, oh no, that's the 2024 convention promo. And then at the top right, the Japanese first anniversary promo, the wanted Luffy card, and then the super rare Luffy, and then the promo Luffy. All of these in its own right have a place in the collection, but we can only pick one from this bracket. And we have the alternate art Awakening moving on. We have the J promo, and then the Japanese first edition, our anniversary promo, and then obviously the promo Luffy sitting on his crown. What an elite final four for the fourth bracket, but only one can move on. And this is a tough one. Two JP, we have the JP promo versus the first Japanese anniversary set. These cards are so unique. There's not a lot of cards that compete with the Japanese first edition. It's a beautiful card. This is another card that if you don't have in the collection, you need to get. It's super unique in the way that there's not a whole lot of cards like this one out there, but we gotta go with the JP promo. It's super easy. Like that Japanese first edition, there's like, that's worth $1,000. This one's only worth a couple $100 ungraded. So, but that's the winner. I had to. That's what happens when I get to make the decisions. But this final decision is up to you guys. If you made it this far and you haven't liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you like more videos like this, I will release and put these brackets together for you. And I will do my best to make the best Zoro video coming up here. But this is it. And if you haven't joined the Patreon to support the channel, I really appreciate you guys, those who are. But these are the final four cards. And so we have the JP promo, we have the secret rare from the Fist of Divine Speed, the magazine promo, and then OP17's Luffy card. Whew. So many decisions could be made here. And I think this is a great final four lineup, but only two can move on to the semifinals. And it's OP17 Luffy versus the secret rare of Fist of Divine Speed. Now, obviously, you gotta know where I'm going with this card. You gotta know what I'm gonna pick next. Which one I'm going to pick. If it was up to me, I would pick, I'm not telling you. But to decide the winner of these two cards, you have to decide. And it will be in the final bracket. It might take me months to get through Zoro, Buggy, Shanks, all those other characters. And you guys will decide who moves on from here. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. It doesn't matter what my wife's opinion is. It matters what your opinion is. I am split between, I love both of these cards. I think they both could be the winner, honestly. I am actually split on this 50-50. So you have a week to vote, and then I will move them on. And then on the Zoro video that I produced, I will look which one of these made it through. Now, the Zoro video, I might make the decision myself because I don't know if I could trust you guys with Zoro, but we'll see. We'll see how you guys do on this vote. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Jesus loves you. Collect all those One Piece. Peace. I'm out.